All right, welcome back to the 80 Star Basketball Channel, the only star basketball channel welcoming back all the institutional investors and pumpers and dumpers, and apparently anything else other than just basketball card collectors here on this channel. What a couple of weeks, huh? It started. I've been kind of noting in my last couple of videos. Obviously, the negativity in the articles kind of jumped up as far as people saying, "Hey, pump and dump," and this is institutional investors and things like that. And reality, no, that's not the case. It's just the perception in the hobby has changed, and people that I've reached out to, I've made notes, trying to reach out to a couple different people who've commented or wrote articles or made YouTube videos, and I've heard back from no one. However, I did finally see that Will Stern wrote another article saying and this one is much better written, and it is written with more kind of calling facts. He seems to have changed his tune and actually seems to be very balanced on this article. Points out a lot of good points. So this seems to be kind of he even called the Jordan now instead of non-rookie. He actually got it right. So Will, I think if you do watch this, thank you. I wrote a few things trying to correct things or ask about them, and it looks like he decided to go the path of getting some information and it kind of adhering to it and using it. So a lot of good points in this article. Check it out. He basically doesn't say this is the impending doom. He doesn't do any of that. He kind of writes that, hey, this is it's a supply increase, kind of what I was noting before, and I'll talk to that in a second. But check this out. This is a September 15th article from Collect by Will Stern, and this one seems to be balanced. Again, I'm not advocating. It's funny is I'm not advocating like star prices keep going up. If anything, you've heard me in the last couple of months say, "Hey, be careful," and that's one thing that I essentially said as a collector. If you love the card, go get it. But if you did that, you probably would have gotten it a while ago if you actually love the card. So be careful on anything that jumps up really fast, which is what we saw. The speed of the price increase was surprising even to me, and I've been noting that for months now. So I did want to say that. As far as auction action this week, I wanted to point to the couple sales. We've definitely seen a pullback, but I more want to talk to the supply. So what we've kind of seen here is we had the 10 go up on Goldin, and eBay has seen almost a double increase. And from my last auction action, or my last Wednesday's video, actually, I believe it might be Friday or Saturday, but I said, watch this, watch the supply here, and it's definitely jumped up. So this is the first big resistance point, obvious to me in the, if you were looking at a chart. Again, I don't like charts for this card. This card is, it's too low, for its charts are really perfect for stock market, high volume things. This is the opposite of that. And the disparity between grades is you can't track like a single grade. A BGS 7, one BGS 7 is very different, and the price can, differentiate between BGS 7. So as I've said before, I don't like charts for this card. Something like a Wemby is, some type of Wemby rookie is a lot better, but something like this, it just doesn't work very well. But I do note that the price decreases or anything. We did see a pullback, and some people will want to say this is the crash and everything, and I'm going to say no, it's not. It's definitely just a pullback in prices, and if anything, we'll see how things turn out, because some of the next ones that are up for sale, if you want to look at them in Goldin right here, when this finally hits, in how many days, like 11 days, 10 and a half days, but this is going to be a very strong sale for a PSA 7, almost record breaking. And we still see strong pricing throughout for this auction. This, I'm looking at several more. This seems to have put kind of a ceiling and like I said, resistance point. So if demand is going to break through this, it's going to break through it on eBay. and we'll see what happens here. So I did want to show off just a few of the prices. I'm not going to go full on and full into everything that's happening. Unfortunately, I've been very busy this week, and I did do an interview yesterday. We're going to have with Vintage Sanctuary. And so check out his channel. And he came on, Adam, great guy, really, really cool. And I'll put that out for Sunday. But this has been a busy week for me, so I apologize. I'm going to be a little thin, but I did want to note that these supply increases, and they're things to watch for. So we had a pullback to 38.5 here on September 16th, that we had a PSA 6 go for 38.5, and then same day 41 4 here. And then we had a little pullback here, it looks like, for a BGS 7.5. For a PSA 6, we were at 11,000. And then this was on the 15th on Sunday. And BGS 8,500. These are still strong sales. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to be coming up as far as sales. 195, again, strong. Everything seems to be kind of strong. PSA 7 at 12,000. Again, these are on Sunday the 15th. I know there's been some private sales here and there, and I need to be a little more diligent this next week on tracking these prices. But overall theme is about the same. I did notice Hall of Fame rookies, the things that are lower. Remember, Jordan's, this is a different stratosphere. So you have, I've been watching the Akeems, the Stocktons, the Drexlers, the Neeks, some of those that are still kind of trickling up. People are starting to, like I did. I pivoted and changed focus. I knew I wasn't going to get my third 101. I was priced out kind of a while ago. So as I've said, I switched over to bags and some other rare things. But those are kind of what I'm involved in now, and looking where the prices are a lot lower, for things that I love All Star, not just Jordans, and I'm going to be doing more just generalized, Hall of Famers or rookies. And what's nice is talking to Adam in Vintage Sanctuary, we actually go over some of that stuff. But did want to note again, this check out this article. I will put the link in the description. But this one was much more again balanced, so it's something to read and take note of. And I did. I actually went through eBay and looking at everything. There is, as far as supply, there was quite the jump, almost a little more than double overall, but double kind of on eBay. And that's something to definitely note. So it's going to be seeing how demand gets through this. And demand seems pretty strong still. So this might be that pause. My kind of golden spot was a pause or a little dip. Personally, I would love to be picking up these PSA 7s at 20,000. So I selfishly would love a crash. I am not going to get that crash. So as much as I would even like it, it ain't going to happen. However, could we see a dip down? But PSA 7s don't look like they're going down much, and 6s are still strong. So again, this is just going to take some time to play out and watch and see what happens. But one thing I do want to say, kind of as a reminder, is don't don't panic. Don't if you're worried about prices too much, don't be. The Star got the recognition and is getting the recognition that it finally deserves. Star finally has had its day to be recognized, and that's what the biggest thing out of all this. And that's what I kind of say this in the interview with Vintage Sanctuary, but it really is. I came to a good spot because of the perception change. A lot of people have now taken notice and are now informed. The Star 101 Jordan is not going anywhere. And the price can dip some, but the demand is definitely increased, and people's awareness in the hobby has definitely increased. This is the it card. This is the spot, and for a reason. Again, this is the blue chip of blue chip cards, and this is it. And and for the other Hall of Famers too. low supply and great years for the NBA, and just some fantastic cards. So again, next week is going to be a little more detail oriented on auctions. I will have more time throughout here in the end of the week, but I just wanted to get something out there for you all, and hopefully we watch this and just get to keep seeing some interesting stuff. But anyway, enjoy the rest of the week, and on Sunday I'll get that video out, and like, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video.